Hey, what's up guys? Nils here and welcome back to another video. So I never expected that this day would come, but there's a very big lack of content from the game this update. There's literally nothing to do. So here we are, and we actually have become bacon hairs for the first time. Anyway, so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be doing some sort of a noob to pro. It's not gonna be exactly like that. Like, I'm not gonna play through every map and stuff like that. I'm not gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you like what you should do to get to the end game as fast as possible, and what to actually do when you are in the end game as a complete free to play. So it's gonna be a little bit of a mixture of a video. But anyway, first of all, we're gonna start here. Obviously, we pick Kama because the bald guy is the strong guy always. So we also take here our daily gift. Now, before we do anything here, absolutely anything, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and use some of the codes. Oh, it looks like we get a free fighter as well. Nice. How strong is he? Oh, okay, so this guy is decently strong. But anyway, so we want to try some of the codes that are available. I think we have the road to 1 billion, and I think that gives coins. I don't know. Okay, let's try this. Oh, we got 900 yen. That's amazing, guys. We are absolutely rich now that we have 900 yen. And what is the last map called? Oh, okay, they're all hidden away. I think we can do it from here. Hero Village. Was this the code? I don't even remember. Anyway, so once we use our codes, I don't think... okay, that is not the code. I don't think there's any other codes, because codes in this game actually expire, unlike some other games. Like, for whatever the reason, they do end up scrapping out the codes. But okay, so it's Land of Heroes. So Land of Heroes. Oh my god, I can't type. Okay, there we go. So now that we have everything from the codes, I guess those two, we can start the game. Now, guys, the very first mistake that people are actually doing here is that they spend way too much time on those previous worlds. So hear me out. The best thing that you can do, and what you actually should be doing, is you need to get out of every map that you are as fast as possible. Now, what does that mean? That means that you want to get just enough money just to get the hell out of the place. You don't want to overstay your way anywhere, and you just like want to go away. That is the game plan. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to start farming those mobs, or actually we can just go ahead and slap the mini boss directly. And if you notice here on my auto clicker, I use a manual auto clicker for DPC, because that's going to boost your damage by a lot. And pretty much now what you can do is you can just go AFK for a little bit until you have enough money to go to the next map, which should be 8,000. Now, maybe you could farm like the little mobs and just like slowly work your way towards the quest, but I think that's sort of a wasted time, because you constantly have to run back and forth. So at the same time, it's not really worth it. So just stay here and hit the mini boss and just grind up that yen. Now, if you want to go sort of AFK, you can just stand in the middle of the boss. If you want to set up a tiny task, which I guess we can technically show later. Alright, so we killed the boss a whole bunch of extra times. As you can see, I farmed a little bit extra yen than the price that I actually need to open the new map. And I'll show you the reason why I did that. So the mini boss on the first map had 10k HP, and now you see here we jumped to 36k. So you can already tell that it's gonna be a lot harder to grind here and do anything. So you should just bring some extra yen here, so that you can actually spend some time here opening the star. And just go ahead and just open a couple of times here, maybe like 10 to 15 times. Try to get like some rare fighters, maybe a legendary if you're lucky, or maybe a shiny, apparently, just like this one. But yeah, so the difference from a common to a rare and a legendary is extremely big. So you want to try not to spend too much time here, but you want to spend a little bit of time here just to get it. So you see here, like, the legendary does 100 damage, the rare does 55, and the normal does 18. Obviously this one is a shiny, and it's also, okay, they're equal levels, but it's also a shiny, so he's a little bit stronger than the normal one, and he actually goes higher than the rare as well, but you kind of get the idea here. I guess we can open just a little bit more. Alright, now once again we're ready to go to the next map, so let's unlock it and we're gonna go and try to get some of the new fighters. And now guys, so here's the thing, we have reached the first map now where there's a defense mode. Now I don't know for certainty exactly if defense modes are worth doing as a lower map player, and we don't have actually a defense mode, like a defense token from the code, so we cannot do it, but maybe I will bring my main and just try to throw in a defense real quick just to see, because I think if you stockpile a little bit of yen and if you actually spend some time max opening, I think the levels on the fighters are gonna be probably worth more than anything else. And considering now we have this fighter, actually if we level him up, I think he's gonna carry us, but let's just open some of the stars here and we'll see what we're doing with that after that. Okay, so considering this is way too slow, looking at the unit's HP, we're just gonna go back to the previous world and we're gonna farm a little bit more yen there. And this is kind of what I said to you earlier, what you should be doing. So always consider doing that. Like if it takes way too long to kill something, just leave and go back and just kill the previous mini boss. I think that's always the better play. And what I want to do now is I want to just gather a whole bunch of yen where I can open a lot of fighters and just feed everything into this Roblox. I don't even know if it's a Roblox unit, or we can call it a wheel unit, right? So you see here he's only level 6 and he does equal damage to the big head, and it will very soon catch up to the legendary as well. Alright guys, so I have some very unfortunate news actually. So I ended up farming on that account all the way up to Slayer here, because I actually wanted to check myself how Incubator works for a free-to-play player, for like a new player, if it's good for like lower level maps and advancing quick enough. But unfortunately I had to log out from the account to actually switch accounts because I wanted to try the tower defense game that I posted about earlier on. And as I didn't have any email attached to that account, I completely forgot what password I put because I just like made it in rush and I couldn't get back to it. So this is a bummer, but anyway, just to round up this first part of the Noob to Pro, the other thing that I would like to tell you guys is that essentially, so once you get like, after like 2-3 maps maybe later, like for example, if you get like here to Fruits Island, right? And when you have like a couple of those units from here, okay, can this man stop trading me? Like, it's been going on for a while now. Okay, so outer cell is not on. So let's just say that you come here, right, to Pirate Island, and then you open some units here. So let's do this max open and like let's like equip like a couple of those like rares, right? So let's equip 3 of these rares here. Now, since you are like 3 islands like higher than the first one, what you want to do is you want to pretty much just go back here, and you see here how fast the boss actually dies. Now obviously I'm doing a lot more damage than a free-to-play or a beginner player because I have all of the upgrades here for damage, but trust me guys, if you have like units from 3 maps later on, everything is just gonna die so fast. And the reason why you kind of want to come back and finish off these quests is essentially because of when you finish a quest, you get one of those badges. So you see here we have the super badge, so you get plus 10% yen per badge that you own. And obviously that like pretty much just adds up, especially if you like go back and do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 badges as you move on through the worlds. And you get the mount speed as well, and you get a mount which you can use to move a little bit faster. But the important part is the end badge. So if you are, as I said, like 2, 3, 4 worlds later, you can quite comfortably come back and finish the quest. That is something very important to do. And another thing that I would like to talk about is, as you saw earlier, when we added the codes at the beginning, we had a couple of passive reroll tokens and stuff like that. And since we got that 10 unit here from the Roblox wheel, this one, the 5% one, now this unit is very decent. It's a little bit harder to level than most of the other units, but it is a relatively decent unit that actually can help you get way faster to the last maps in advance. So what you should be doing is you want to be putting a couple of those reroll tokens on it. You can just go here to Hero University, which is the 5th map, and you can just like use your reroll tokens that you have from the codes on these Robux units, because like they do really add up a lot, right? So you see here, like this Xenia here is level 31 and it does like 1.1k damage, right? Like let's assume that you get like not even a good passive, right? Like something decent, something like a strong 2 or a strong 3. Like it's just gonna help you out so much. See here, is this gonna be tiny? Okay, it's gonna be strong 2. So there we go. Like you see strong 2 here, so 25%, it's pretty good, and it's like absolutely for free. You just use your tokens and maybe you get lucky here, you get something good. But after a while, I would highly advise you to just hold on to them. And yeah, I think that's one of the very first things that you can do. Now, as I said, you want to advance to the last map as fast as possible, and I know that the game is a lot different back from when I started playing, so you gotta be a little bit patient. It's gonna take you definitely quite a while to do, because when I played the game, the last map was this one here, World 13 XYZ. So ever since then you have like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we have 19 extra maps ever since the game came out. So you realize that like we have more maps added now than what existed back when I started. So obviously you gotta like give yourself time, and you just have to realize that it's gonna take you a while and it might be a little bit hard, but if you are a new player watching this, the game does get a lot more fun starting out once you like get to the early game, to the late game. So starting out it might be a little bit too boring, but just give it some time and the game is gonna be better. But anyway guys, that was just it for this video. This is only the first part. Like on the next part I'm gonna talk a little bit about the things that you should be doing as soon as you get to the last map and how to actually advance the fastest in the game. But anyway, as always, if you have enjoyed this video guys, make sure to click the like and subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys all on the next one. Take care.